The World Baseball Classic is absolute chaos, and I love every second of it. The 2026 World Baseball Classic has been incredible. It has captivated fans across the world. Crowds are louder, they're losing their minds. The atmosphere is insane. Players are acting like every single night is Game 7 of the World Series. And we've seen some crazy upsets. Countries that nobody expected are taking down baseball powerhouses. You guys might notice I'm in a different room. I flew to Miami. I had to be here for these games. That's how much I love the World Baseball Classic, and I hope at the absolute worst in today's video, I can convert some more people into being WBC fans, as well as just give the tournament the love that it deserves, because truly, this is one of the best things that's ever happened to baseball. And if you give it a chance, watch a few games, I think it will actually change the way that you view the game of baseball in general and make you love the sport even more. But first, I want to give a quick shout to today's sponsor, SeatGeek. Baseball season is in full swing. We got spring training, we've got the World Baseball Classic, and opening day is just around the corner. If you're anything like me, you're going to want to be at some games. I'm literally heading down to Miami right now, but ultimately, it means you need tickets, and that's where SeatGeek comes in. Use my code GiraffeNeckMarc for 10% off your next purchase on SeatGeek. And hey, maybe you don't want tickets to a baseball game, that's fine. They have tickets to so much more, like basketball games, the World Cup's coming up, there's concerts, comedy shows, festivals, and so much more. Plus, with over 30 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. My personal favorite feature about SeatGeek is their SeatGeek score. They take tickets and grade them on a scale from 1 to 10 to let you know if you're getting a good deal or not. If you see tickets with a score closer to 10 or a green dot, that means it's a good deal, you should buy those. When you're looking for tickets and you see them with a score closer to a 1 with a red or orange dot, that means not a great deal. You should pass up on those. So once again, I've got the hookup. Use my code GiraffeNeckMarc for 10% off your next set of tickets on SeatGeek. That's 10% off your next purchase of tickets on SeatGeek using my code GiraffeNeckMarc. Link in the description. Download the SeatGeek app if you haven't yet done so. Thank you to SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video. Because let's be honest, the WBC just feels different. The crowds are louder, the atmosphere is more intense. Honestly, sometimes it's not even intense. Sometimes it just feels like a party. Last night, I was at the DR Venezuela game in Miami. This was a pool game that relatively meant nothing. Both of these teams were through. It's just the winner didn't have to play Japan in the quarterfinals. Look at the crowd reaction to Juan Soto hitting a home run in the first inning. This is my own video, and I'll tell you what, I've been at some big games, I've been at some big pop-offs, I've been at World Series. This is the loudest I've ever heard a crowd. And come on, tell me at home you're not feeling that passion and energy right now, sitting in your chair, sitting in your car, wherever you're seeing this video. Tell me you don't feel that. I found it hard not to cheer during that moment when Juan Soto hit the home run. I have no allegiance to either of these countries, yet here I am in a stadium in America, filled with people from different countries, watching baseball, celebrating, partying. I mean, like, this is unbelievable. I love the World Baseball Classic. And I do think that this video is like the perfect example of what makes it so special. There's also other things too. Look at the players. The players show an insane amount of emotion. They act like it's Game 7 every single night. You've got the Dominican team dancing. You've got Team Japan and Korea and Chinese Taipei doing bat flips. Team Italy is taking espresso shots after they hit home runs, which, by the way, let's talk about Team Italy for a second. I briefly mentioned underdogs taking down baseball powerhouses. How about Team Italy winning their group, and not just winning their group, taking down Team USA, finishing in first undefeated? There was no doubt Team Italy was the best team in their group during the WBC. That's not something you expected. Team Canada won their group. They've never made it out of the knockout rounds. They won their group with baseball powerhouses included in it, like Puerto Rico and Cuba. Even some of the lower teams that we don't expect to make noise in these tournaments, teams like Czech Republic, Great Britain, Brazil, they've all played so much better baseball than we've seen from them in the past. The quality of play is at an extremely high level. And for me, as a baseball fan, to be able to watch high-level baseball on March 11th, March 12th, March 13th, get that playoff atmosphere, honestly better than playoff atmosphere at times, get that intensity, get that feeling in your stomach where you're excited to go to a baseball game. Like, today is an off day and I am upset. I can't wait for tomorrow. We've got quarterfinals, we've got knockout rounds. Imagine what the vibes are going to be. Imagine what the players are going to do. This tournament just feels special. And a big reason is national pride. These players, these fans, they wear their heart on their sleeve. These games mean a ton, not just to the players, but to the countries and to the people that are from those countries. Because while I might be a Mets fan, the reason I'm a Mets fan is because my dad kind of made me a Mets fan. I'm from New Jersey. I had an option of a bunch of different teams. I got to choose. For this tournament, you are born into the team that you are rooting for. I am rooting for Team USA. My dad is Italian. I want Team Italy to go far. I wish Team Greece was in this. My mom's Greek. I'd be rooting hard for Greece. But that's the difference with this. The Dominican fans, this is their team. The Venezuelan fans, this is their team. Samurai Japan, this is their team. And yet there's no gatekeeping whatsoever. Because like I said, I went to the DR Venezuela game last night and people didn't care who I was, where I was from. We were all watching baseball. And we were watching two of the best countries in the world go head to head in a game. I was cheersing, I was celebrating, I was enjoying the game, and I have no dog in the race. At the end of the day, this is about national pride. This is about good baseball. This is about excitement. This is about intensity. And this is just something we don't get to see in Major League Baseball until the postseason because the season's so long. And again, that's not a problem, but that's what makes the World Baseball Classic so special. These games matter. Every single game, every single out, every single pitch from day one, from pitch one of the entire tournament is incredibly important. It can change everything. Look at the ties that we've been having. Team Australia and Chinese Taipei had a three-way tie with Korea, and Korea got through because of minute, small things that happened in a game that felt inconsequential ended up being the deciding factor. If Team Italy lost against Mexico, there was a world where Team USA was not getting out of the knockout pools. This tournament is absolutely incredible. It feels like playoff baseball every single game, every single day, and I do hope that there are some things that we can take from the World Baseball Classic and apply to our fandom in Major League Baseball, or just to the league as a whole, how we watch the sport. One thing that the World Baseball Classic has, though, that Major League Baseball will never have is the chaos. Simply put, upsets mean more. Upsets happen constantly, and there is just a massive difference in the top and the bottom teams. Where in Major League Baseball, while we know the Rockies are terrible, they're still going to win like 50 games this year. Czech Republic, we know, has no shot against Team Japan. We know they have no shot against Chinese Taipei. The discrepancy between those teams is huge. But even still, to see a guy like Andrei Satoria, who is a full-time electrician back in the Czech Republic, pitch 4 shutout innings against Team Samurai Japan is insane. The guy's throwing 70 miles an hour out here, and he shut down some of the best hitters in the world. Shout out to Japanese fans too. Again, speaking as to why this tournament's so special, the crowds, the fans, they make this tournament special. And for the Japanese fans to give him a standing ovation in what is his last baseball game ever on the international stage, for a guy who has never played a lick of professional baseball at the major league level, in America, in any of the Latino countries, it's really cool. And it's moments like those that give you kind of goosebumps. Like, if you love baseball, you love this tournament. There's no reason you shouldn't. The guy's throwing 72, got 4 shutout innings against Japan. It's chaos. Not to mention that teams are built differently. We're seeing some of our favorite players in the league partner up with guys that they never would have. Juan Soto, Fernando Tatis Jr., Caminero, Vlad Jr. are all on the same roster. Team USA, we're seeing Paul Skeens, Aaron Judge, Bobby Witt Jr. Team Italy, we're seeing guys that didn't even get a chance at the Major League roster be put all on one team together, play well together, and be the best team in their pool. We're seeing different play styles. We're seeing different strategies. We're seeing different bullpen usage. Again, I love Major League Baseball. It's the best league in the world, but we're kind of getting into this mode where we're all kind of a little hive-mindy. We have archetypes of players that we like. We have a way that a lineup should be built. We know when relievers should come into games. We know what starting pitchers are going to be good. There's an influx of stats. There's an influx of data, and that's not a bad thing. But what makes the World Baseball Classic feel even more chaotic and more fun is that it seems like nobody's using any of that right now. This is just kind of like old school baseball, playing hard, playing to win. It's not like you're getting paid a ton of money to be in this. This is a prideful tournament, and you can feel that when watching these games. Also, I mean, every single game matters, like I said earlier, especially now that we're going to be in the knockout rounds. You lose, you're out. Now it's just the playoffs, and that's going to be even crazier. I can't wait to be at those games, to which I will be at those games. If you're going to be here, you heard the SeatGeek shout out, buy some tickets, use my code GiraffeNeckMarc, but let me know. I'm going to be in Miami for the rest of the games. I'd love to meet some of you guys. We talked about the chaos. We talked about the players. We talked about the crowd. I think now's the perfect time to kind of put a bow on this and explain why this tournament was so important for Major League Baseball. One, I think it reminds people that baseball is global. At times when you think about the World Series in Major League Baseball, it's American teams. And of course you have the Blue Jays out in Canada, but truthfully it's like a North American league. And even when you go team by team, there are a mix of players, but the league is still predominantly American. You'll get a lot of Dominicans, you'll get a lot of Venezuelans, you'll get Mexicans, you'll get Japanese players, but this is a league that the rosters are dominated by Americans. It reminds people that baseball is global, that baseball exists outside of USA. I've talked about it before on the channel. I love the Dominican Winter League. Australia has a blooming baseball league going on there. They're going to become really good in like the next 10, 15 years. The Czech Republic has a baseball league. You never would have heard about that. Not only that, we are now creating more superstars in Major League Baseball, and that's always a good thing. You know the big names. You know Juan Soto. You know Shohei Ohtani. You know Aaron Judge. But this tournament gives light to those other fantastic, great players in a way that the Major League Baseball season doesn't, because every game's on national TV. Every game can be seen by basically anybody in the world. Junior Camaro's become a household name overnight. The dude is electric. I've learned a lot about Korean baseball players. Hyun-Min Ahn was the Rookie of the Year last year. He looks like someone who's going to come over to the major leagues and be a very good player in just a few years. How about something as crazy as Team Brazil? There was a 17-year-old who got Aaron Judge to ground out, broken bat, bases loaded, double play to end the inning. He goes to high school in Georgia, and now his name is circled as probably one of the top draft prospects. He's not a star, but you get the idea. It puts more eyes on these amazing baseball players and is creating stars internationally, not just in America, but all across the globe. And that's what makes the World Baseball Classic so great. It feels global. And of course, I mean, it injects passion into the sport. The Major League Baseball season is long. There's 162 games. It is hard for fans to turn up to every single game, be locked in for every single pitch, and have the energy and excitement that we're seeing at the WBC. But that's okay. Major League Baseball is different. This tournament allows baseball to be at its most fun, at its most exciting, at its most amped, at its most lit. Like, I hate using terms like that, but truthfully, this tournament is absolutely electric. Baseball sometimes struggles to create these moments where the World Baseball Classic, it's happening every single night. They just manufacture them. So yes, the World Baseball Classic is chaotic. Yes, the World Baseball Classic can be messy. It's emotional. It's unpredictable. But honestly, that might be exactly what baseball needs more of. That might be what sports need more of. Because when baseball feels like this, there's nothing better. And if you want the fastest way to grow this sport, it is through the World Baseball Classic. And I cannot wait to see what happens in the knockout rounds. Give me the DR versus Team USA, please, in the finals. Please. I need to see the Dominican fans in a final going up against Team USA. That would be incredible. And honestly, any outcome, I don't care. These games are awesome. These games are electric. And I hope you guys share the love that I have for the World Baseball Classic. If not, I hope I convinced you to. World Baseball Classic rocks. Go Team USA. I'll see you guys in the next video.